Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. I'm excited. It's a daily. It's the defect, I believe. We got 15 minutes until it's done. So, ooh, dude, this one looks actually tough. Starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card. Certain future, terminal. Terminal's bad. Certain future is maybe actually even worse. Terminal with curse. Cursed, I should say, is not terrible. But let's embark. It's been nice to have all these dailies to kind of get an idea of card valuation for this guy, to be honest with you. I have no idea how this deck is going to function. A lot of the shiny decks function really badly, but let's see if maybe it can be proven wrong here. So let's start and think about what we got going on. First things first, you got to click on the taskbar. Oh, I can't even click on the taskbar if I wanted to. Hyper Beam, 25 damage to all enemies, lose 3 focus. Yeah, let's do that and then find a way to hit you for 4 damage. Doesn't exist. Wait, it does exist. Let's go. It does 5 after you lose 3 focus. Reinforced body, stack, ball, lightning. Stack, I love the idea of. I've almost never been able to use it for value. Reinforced body is fantastic, I think. I'm going to take that because I think block tends to be important. We can always find a way to evoke here, at least. So what we could do, is there a double energy in this deck? We're going to play Seek either way. How much energy, or how much HP does this guy have? 49. So I'm thinking, like, if we played Biased Cognition, hot and fresh out the kitchen, we could gain 8 focus. It'll be 11 damage from our lightning. So let's take Bias Cognition and Machine Learning might not be bad. You know what? No, we need something that costs 0, basically, because we're going to play Amplify. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what you take. Take something you don't want to see. So give me Amplify, Biased Cognition. No, we did. 1 energy would have been fine. 6 damage or evoke this once. Definitely 6 damage. That was my bad. Still getting used to this guy, but it's been a much gentler kind of expectation, or a much gentler way to play than I thought it would be, learning this guy, because of all the dailies that have happened. So I'm very appreciative, very thankful for the game for hooking us up like this. Buffer can be great, for sure. I think I'd add it to the deck, just in case. If we end up needing the defense, we're going to be very happy to see it. I think I'd like to reinforce body for 2 if possible. So let's go for advanced or increased focus right off the bat. Don't forget about plated armor, you fool. Plated armor. I think if we play Echo Form, even though it renders this turn not amazing, our future turns should be awesome. So right off the bat, Fission. Evoke all your orb slots, or evoke all your orbs, gain an orb slot for each orb evoked. Channel 1 Plasma. Machine Learning. Nova. I mean, Nova's okay damage. I'm a little salty we got no, we've got no block coming in, but we can get it via reboot. So we want to do 18 damage with this or play 2 powers? Let's see if we can maybe kill him this turn, even though it seems unlikely. We're just looking for like a single block. I could channel this, it'll deal 10, and then you'll take another 5 on the... Yeah, you'll take another 5 in the process, and I'll get 2 block, which will take me to 7. But I think at this point, honestly, just give me a reinforced body, and then something we don't want in the future. And again, that's more block than we need, but anything to, like, just slowly starve this guy. I could deal 27 damage with a multicast, so we'll just do that. We got the puzzle going on here. Aggregate, I think, is good. I'm just going to take it almost sight unseen of what everything else is, which is a terrible idea. But if you seek aggregate, or echo form for that matter, or maybe aggregate and echo form, 4 energy. We'll play echo form. We'll play reboot. We can play reinforced body for 1. Not really a strong play, but having echo form out there is just such a huge enabler. And we get 2 energy out of this, which would then allow us to play the rest of our hand. No, it would allow us to play almost the rest of our hand. Fission, Recursion. I think we'll amplify machine learning. Do something like that. He's not doing much. Alright, so now we have a ton of draw, and our first card is played twice. This guy is highly splittable. I mean, we could evoke... I don't know if it would work after it is evoked, but this would deal 24, which would take you down to 31. I think we owe it to ourselves to at least try this double multicast, but yeah, the second one is not going to work. It does interrupt him at least, but he split into two enemies with a decent amount of HP between them. Hyper Beam done twice seems like insanely good. Beam Cell, go for the eyes, or Leap. Leap, I think, is maybe like the best common block in the game. Well, that or Reinforced Body, I guess. How interesting. I think we will go for a Amplify, followed by, oh, if I play Bias Cognition, it will not work for us. We will take damage in the process. What if I play Bias Cognition and then get one block? That'll be almost enough. I can live with that. It's technically actually enough, because we're going to lose 1 HP to Terminal anyway, so this is, like, really not bad. I mean, if I multicast this, you are dead. Okay, we're starting to get it. It's a bit of a bursty deck right now. Channel X Lightning. I like that. I don't like Loop that much, but I think with some builds it could probably definitely work. Better Thunderstrike. Bias Cognition, basically giving you one more turn of rope. Very okay with that. Echo Form, does it become... It doesn't become ethereal anymore. I don't think that's immediately worth it. Recursion for free is okay. Aggregate, sure. Gets better. Fission. Reinforced Body. Lots of viable options. I mean, Seek grabbing 3 cards even might be appropriate. Some of these are innate. Yeah, like Machine Learning being innate might be worth it. 32 damage to all enemies. That's another 7 damage to each enemy, though. It's extremely great. Prime being cheaper? I don't know. There's a lot of good options here. I think I'm going to go for a cheaper Prime. It seems like there's so many rare powers that a power deck might work here. Hey! That was good, actually. And we'll pretty much do the same here, but I think we'll make Machine Learning innate right off the bat. Toxic Egg. AKA me in Austin's Twitch chat. We can't afford too much, so let's just think about this. We got no shops coming up. Boot Sequence, gain 10 block, innate exhaust. This is really... I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad. You get 13 block for free. That's 18 block on turn 1. You know what? I'm going to add it. And I'm going to add another aggregate as well. And the reason I'm doing that is because the more of those cards are in the deck, the more they synergize with themselves. I would have loved to have had enough gold to get what I wanted, which was... Ooh, 1 second. There's a curse. I don't think I can afford it. I'm just going to go for the max HP up, which is pretty priceless on something like this. But anyway, I wanted one of the, you know, fire in a bottle, tornado in a bottle, etc., etc., but we don't have that option. So, this is not ethereal, so I have no problem not playing that. I think we should Biased Cognition and then Rainbow. And no, don't play Boot Sequence. That's important. So we're already gaining 11 block per turn by default. You'd always prefer to, you know, take 0. But I think an Echo Form here is actually okay. And we could have rebooted, but I didn't want to really draw stuff that I might like to have in the future. So now due to Echo Form, what do you want to see here? I mean, we could do 50 damage to him. Or we could do, well, let's be honest, 50 damage seems pretty smart. Or we could evoke this lightning 6 times. No, because it would then do this one. Yeah. Okay, hit him with this. Now you gotta hit him for 10. And it can't be done. I think. Evoke this twice. That'll be 8 damage. Yeah, we're gonna... you know what? There you go. Why get overly picky? Runic Dodecahedron shows up all the time now. I'm not sure I necessarily like it that much on this character, but that might be because I'm bad with them. So Aggregate takes us to 6, which is just beautiful. So we're going to play Echo Form, we're going to play Machine Learning. Nothing else is useful, but being able to play those two right off the bat is huge. We don't need a second Aggregate necessarily when we could channel 6 Lightning. Or, you know what we should do? Aggregate. Go up to 8. Now we can channel 8 Lightning. 1, 2. Be like 6 times 8, 48 damage. One of them would definitely die. But I kind of like the idea of doing this first. And I mean, we could channel a Plasma that would give us more energy. Yeah, hear me out here on this. Play this, and then use this. You'll get energy back that you can use for Reinforced Body. And now we're taking no damage, and they're both going to die next turn. There might have been a better and faster way, but what's done is done. And there we go. I think Genetic Algorithm, as long as you get it early enough, and I'm hoping we did, is probably fine. I'm not taking Doubt for 175 gold. I think at this point, I've got too much self-respect for that. Gonna level up Hyper Beam. And so far, I feel great about this run. We're probably gonna not get our perfect, but hear me out here. Give me a Seek, and you definitely want to get an Echo Form out there as soon as possible. So I think what we should take is a Aggregate, Echo Form, and then play Aggregate. We're up to 6. You get Echo Form out there. Bias Cognition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Machine Learning. Honestly, might as well play Genetic Algorithm just to enable it. And then start bringing the heat against this guy. What do you want right off the bat? I mean, being able to play Reinforced Body enough to not take damage would be pretty swell for keeping the Perfect alive. Will this even work on the second play? Yes, it will. Easy money as far as I'm concerned. We take no damage on his big attack, and we're looking good for the future. 6. So we need 1 block if possible. Many ways to get there. One would be by playing a rainbow. Or 2 rainbows, for that matter. You know what? Give me Prime twice, and then Rainbow. And there's a lot of cards I like here, but I can live with this. We are going to need the, you know, keep in mind you're losing focus at a rapid pace, so you're going to need blocks at some point. I don't really want slots. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leap. I'm going to amplify. I'm going to reboot and hope for a 1 energy power. Didn't get it. Play a quick recursion. Our damage dealing is going to be very slow here. 6. So we could use block again. We do have leap, but remember, the first card you play gets played twice. So I mean, this would deal 42 damage. There's nothing against that. We're already going to gain block here. What do you think about channeling 6 lightning? That seems good to me. Yeah, I can live with that. We had to get some damage out there quickly. This turn he's not attacking, so unless we get many, many burns, we won't need this. Well, Creative AI already played twice. Oh, you know what? We do need to play it, because the plated armor won't come in before the burn. Yeah. Alright, so now we get a power in hand every single turn. Do we need buffer on this turn? I'm hoping not, but I think we... Geez, I don't know. 7 times 9, 63. Doubled is 126. Won't be enough to kill him. But we can get close enough, I think, to let our potions maybe do the work for us. So I was thinking, like, energy potion. I mean, Hyper Beam will just do it, right? Yeah, so we should have a perfect there. That's kind of a surprise. We made it happen. Seek is great. Machine Learning actually might be great as well moving forward. We get Sozu, Eternal Feather, Pandora's Box. Yeah, I think you always go Sozu in this situation. And the extra energy is going to be insanely useful for us because we're well, we're playing a lot of expensive powers. So what do you want right off the bat? It's easy. You know, you seek... I think you're always going to seek Aggregate plus Echo Form early. And we'll play Aggregate first. Then we'll play Echo Form. Then Machine Learning. Then Genetic Algorithm. Again, mostly just to enable it for the future. We don't need Boot Sequence. And now we're looking for, like... well, anything that attacked multiple times would be nice. Yeah, this isn't going to work. So I think we should really play a doubled static discharge. And then the only thing I can think of is 10, 5, 15, 28 damage. I would like to reboot, I think. We're looking for blocks. Boot Sequence is super useful here. As is Leap. I don't mind losing focus here. 27. So we know we're going to channel Lightning. So we're going to take a little damage, but with Terminal, we're going to be at full HP next fight if this is the situation we're in. So get Aggregate out there. That's way too much energy. Should have thought about that one. Deal 24 damage, channel 3 Plasma. You're dealing 5 damage. 24 damage. Okay, well, let's knock you out of the equation. You're still alive. Now you're dead. And again, we're going to be at full HP by default once Terminal happens, so that's not that bad. Remove a card from your deck, upgrade all strikes and defense. We have no strikes and defense. I don't know what to remove. Fusion doesn't seem that good right now. I'll dump that. It's a little expensive. We rarely end up playing it. We play a little faster. Again, not necessarily bad, but maybe not what we're looking for. Give me an Aggregate, Creative AI, Machine Learning, and honestly, Channel 4 Lightning. I really do feel like I'm starting to get a hang of how to play this character. Admittedly, it's taken me a long time. Thunderstrike, Channel 5, that's 35 damage. Give me a Seek, and you know how this is going to go. We're going to take Aggregate, and, I was thinking of actually what to take next. We already have Echo Form in hand, so we'll probably just take Aggregate, Hyper Beam. And we'll play Aggregate first, and then, Hyper Beam is going to do so much damage. And what do you do after that? I think you might go for a Rainbow real quick, which we should have done before losing focus, for sure. But now you're dead. Yeah, I'm starting, and it's been a very, very slow process, but I'm starting to recognize, the stuff that works for this character, the archetypes that exist, etc., etc., and I'm hoping to be able to piece together something decent. So I don't think we need the Mind Blast, but I'll just level with you on any daily where it exists. I'm going to be taking Mind Blast in all likelihood. Well, you always start with Aggregate, and then a little Mind Blast. Boot Sequence is great here. We could use a little bit more block. And you know what? We're actually going to get it. 27. Yeah, we don't need to play Reinforced Body, but there's no point in not playing Reinforced Body, so let's get it going. Hyper Beam is 32 damage. Let's get that out there. You can multicast this for 3. Or, yeah, why not, right? We do need to attack him next turn, or you waste a potion, but... Oh. Get Genetic Algorithm out there, as soon as possible. That card is actually becoming okay. And now, play Rebound. We don't need any Orb Love, I think. 3 slots, it's worse at passive, better at evoking, or faster at evoking at least. Alright, we want as many cards as possible that are good. Zap, all for 1. Parasite, Defragment. Defragment will grab. Parasite, nah, I don't think we'll add that one. All for 1 we'll add. We're adding them for Mind Blast at this point. I do Tunnel Vision Mind Blast. It's a probably not the best way to play the game, but it's how I'm choosing to do it. And it often works, dude. And then all for 1 into Mind Blast all over again. I don't even really want to hit him for 1. I'm gonna let Yeah, this is fine. I'm going to let lightning try to do the job, and even if it doesn't hit him here, it can get him next time. Alright, so you're still doing nothing, which is awesome. Defrag. I was just thinking I'd take, like, another Mind Blast back. Just seems to work. I'll hit you with one of those, and I don't know, why don't we bring this back? My thinking right now is, you know, I'm not going to lose focus, or I'm not going to deliberately lose focus, because we're doing great work right now. So I'm thinking we'll play Buffer. And you're dealing 13 damage. So it doesn't really matter right now. We'll play Machine Learning, and we should have played Amplify before we played Buffer, but life goes on. Let's not even bother getting any more dazed in our deck. Are you dead? You should be close. We've only channeled 2 lightning. What the heck? 18 damage, channel 3 plasma. Well, you definitely, I mean, I guess you would play Aggregate or Recursion. I'm just trying to make sure I can kill you, and to be honest, I'm not convinced. Rainbow's good enough to start with. Now Thunderstrike does 15. Okay. Didn't always look good there, though. I think I can afford a Streamline, even though our deck's gonna get thick. It's a great turn for Boot Sequence. So we definitely want to Mind Blast. I think we go on this guy. Then we play Boot Sequence. We have 18 block. We only need 4 more. So we are going to play Genetic Algorithm. Let's go Prime. Let's go Machine Learning. And let's play Buffer for the future. And I think we got a really nice setup to prevent ourselves from taking damage here. Remember, we don't just want the perfects. It's a little expensive. Did we play Echo Form? No. But whenever we channel an orb, draw a card. Okay. I think we still want this because it brings Mind Blast back, and we'll just use it to wipe you. We'll play Static, and we'll play this, and it doesn't really matter what we play next. I don't even necessarily want to evoke this. Let's shuffle up some cards and see what we get. Bias Cognition, or... Nah, let's use Defragment instead. We want to stay perfect, not just for the points, but for Runic Dodecahedron as well. That's what I'm getting at. 13 damage, huh? Well, we'll start with an Aggregate. And, I mean, 13 damage is not necessarily bad. You're dealing too much damage. We need a Reinforced Body. And, you know what? Toss me a little... I mean, Aggregate will probably only be worth 1, right? Give me a Nova instead. We need to play this 2 times for 2 energy. So we can evoke our lightning and gain orb slots. Well, we need to kill this guy as well, actually. So I'm kind of like... I mean, I kind of want to play Tempest, but it's an X card. So we would take damage. We could play Reinforced Body for 5. It's overkill. We could play Echo Form, play it for 2. And then we would get 19 block. We just have to hope the lightning hits this guy. I'm willing to take that chance, actually. You know, it's better to be lucky than to be good. I don't think it's worth using... I mean, the damage from Hyper Beam is awesome. But otherwise, I don't think it's worth it. So we're going to rebound twice. We get Rainbow. Recursion or all? Let's do all for 1. I was going to say, Mind Blast for 1 is an extremely good value, so it's really important that we get that out of there right off the bat. Okay, now Hyper Beam is like, this is an appropriate turn for it. We'll smack you twice, Hyper Beam you. Thankfully did that in a decent order, and, I mean, if you're not going to attack me, I'm just going to play that. The energy doesn't matter because he's not attacking, and then this turn we go for broke. Meteor Strike will just kill you. Well, no, it won't. That was so not worth it. All for 1 does 12 damage. Mind Blast hits you for another 1. We really just want to channel like a single orb and get that Dark Orb out there. I think we need more direct damage, or we would like more direct damage. Tell you what, with our HP the way it is right now, 3rd floor is going to be tough. Nobody's denying that. Go up to 9 energy. We're definitely going to Mind Blast. Buffer seems smart. Defragment seems smart. Machine learning seems good. Let's reboot, hope for expensive powers like Echo Form. It's exactly what we got. I'm going to all for one you. We didn't give Mind Blast because we reshuffled, you fool. Anyway, this guy, he's going to be potentially a bit of a problem. For 1 energy, Reinforced Body will get you. So I think we'll start here. It's only 21 damage, and it's not a great play anyway. Yeah, so actually at that point we didn't even have to because we had the Frost evoked. That was a bit of a poor play. And by a bit, I mean like, it's mathematically just not a good play. So I think we should Seek now and just grab Tempest. The reason we're grabbing Tempest is because, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but, you know, we picked up a bunch of energy from that aggregate, so did good work there. Streamline, I'd take a Ball Lightning. What gets upgraded? Anything that kills is sensible. Echo Form might be worth upgrading just in case it shows up at a bad time, but, you know, Buffer, actually, as our HP gets lower and lower, this might be, like, the 10 out of 10, not absolutely everybody's gonna figure it out sort of option, so I'm willing to go for that. Give me a Mind Blast, a Machine Learning. And I think I'm gonna evoke the Orb 4 times. Yeah, that gets your HP low enough. We're gonna need attacks, but we might be able to grab you this turn. I'm thinking the way we kill you is very simple. It involves a Seek, an Aggregate, and a Tempest. No, wait. Cancel this one. And a Tempest. Tempest is in hand already. Okay. A 0-cost card of some sort. You know, I mean, just give me something like that. Alright, so we're going to play Aggregate. We're up to 8. It's going to channel 4? 1, 2. Well, it's only going to channel 3 because he's dead. It might have channeled 5, actually, which would make way more sense. Whenever you channel a power, whenever you use a power, channel a lightning. We need this. This is a huge enabler for us. We're going to make it innate. Being able to play that on turn 1 makes it 10 times more useful than it showing up, you know, way later in the deck. Oh my lord. Aggregate. Storm. Machine Learning. Mind Blast. Now you're going to Seek real quick. And you might want to grab another Aggregate, actually. And then, I mean, Echo Form is really useful. Yeah, we should get it. And then you're going to play Aggregate. Then you're going to play Echo Form. Then you're going to channel 8 Lightning. Which actually evoked 8, and now I'm feeling like a real idiot. So the first card you play is played twice, but this, if we play this, it's insanely great. Because we're going to channel Lightning off of it, and then we're going to channel Lightning every single turn for 0 as well. So following this, I think you go straight into a Rainbow, honestly. And we're just going to destroy this poor guy. He doesn't have a chance. We definitely don't want to double up on Sadistic Nature. That's highly terrible and not worth it at all. Probably will double up on a Magnetism. Although, 7 times 14... 98 times 2, so it's like 196. It doesn't come close to killing you, but it is, I mean, it's great. So I think you'll do Magnetism. So might as well do a Sadistic Nature after that. I think we're gonna take damage. Oh, you know what, dude? If we had just found a way to get Buffer in hand. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do about it. So I'm going to hit you with just an incredibly nasty Thunderstrike. And then you're potentially going to die next turn. You did do damage to me. It makes me very upset, but what do we want to double up on here? It's tough because I don't think it matters that much. Let's go with... I mean, Prime is going to be too much. Let's go for Defrag, I think, and get a lot of focus on these bad boys. And then, of course, we're going to play like another Defrag, And then, you know, why not a little heat sink action, which is going to give us draw. And then Prime gives us like 1,000 draw now. And he's definitely dead on this turn unless we get a terrible draw. Theoretically, we could die here. Now we can't. But what do you double up on? I mean, we could kill him quite easily. Genetic algorithm is like if you have a brain the size of a pea, I think it's what you play in this case. Because you're thinking about the future instead of thinking about the present. You're already dead. Definitely should have played Genetic Algorithm on the end there, but Fusion, Meteor Strike, Creative AI. Definitely, like, we have power synergy, so we'll play Creative AI. I don't think Snecko Eye is the wrong choice here. We have very few zero-cost cards, and we got a lot of cards that cost more than 0. Of course you're fighting the Awakened one, because that's the only way you can do... Every single daily this week is the Awakened one. Followed, or the Defect, and then the Awakened one at the very end. Alright, so obviously we're going to Mind Blast you. Mind Blast costed way more than I thought it would, because I forgot about the fact that we have Snecko Eye, which was not very smart of me. Either way, we're going to come out of this one smelling like a rose. What do we need on this floor? Please God, HP. Well, what do we need? We could play this for 2. Thunderstrike for 1 is insane. Should have recursioned first. Now we don't need to do that. Evoke this orb 3 times? No, you're still dead. Man, my numbers are all off today. Ball Lightning, Skim, Beam Cell. We'll take Ball Lightning because the effects are good even if it's cheap. I don't want to travel immediately to the boss. We got a shop. Start each combat with 1 focus. I love that. And then Emotion Chip. Trigger the passive ability of all of your orbs. Yeah. I don't think it necessarily matters too much for this synergy, but I'm going to grab it. I also grabbed another card to make Mind Blast better. Hopefully it costs less than 1 most of the time. Storm is expensive here. Okay, so you're knocked out. That's amazing news. I think we should Machine Learn. Everything else is pretty expensive. Honestly, I think we should Storm. And then just Rebound. You can't Rebound Storm because it's a power, but Storm being expensive sucks, but you know, look, it's already gonna... It's paying dividends already, is what I'm trying to say. Defrag. Trying to find a way to deal 20 damage to you. I'm not sure I can get there. You're dealing 31? Well, if we play this, we're actually going to get there. I know Echo Form's also useful, but let's put up enough block. Yeah, I'll stand by that. Now we got some good stuff. Get Bias Cognition out there. Thunderstrike is going to be amazing, but we don't have to use it yet. Mind Blast legitimately costs 0. Channel 5 Lightning. I'm just going to look for stuff that channels Lightning easily, so any power is another good option. And we might as well go for an expensive power. It stayed expensive, unfortunately. But we'll play it, and it's going to be good for us in the future, and then there's a little extra on top, and now you're dead. Continue to take anything that channels lightning. Hey, a little maximum HP before this boss fight would be real nice. Give me a Storm, Machine Learning. Cheap Ball Lightning, Machine Learning again. I'll Tempest for 2. This guy's debuff is going to be annoying. This gives Frailty. Oh, yeah, it gives Frailty and Weakness. Bummer. Okay, now is this worth it? It actually was by 1. Definitely we want Static Discharge. We'll hit you with this. I can't remember if we had any 0-cost cards. Fair enough. What do we need? We need no block. That's ideal. Give me Echo Form and give me Thunderstrike. I really wanted you to be a little bit cheaper, but okay. Still pretty good. Now, our first card is played twice. Double damage Hyper Beam, but it'll cause us some problems. I think you should play Defrag twice, honestly. Even though it was crazy expensive. You know, the double focus is useful, and then, you know, it's only going to benefit you on pretty much every remaining card you play. Throw another buffer out there, dude. And I mean, we could have played Amplify. We should have played Amplify, really. But we've got a winning deck as long as our HP doesn't get too low. What do you want to play twice? You know, you shouldn't just... Yeah, hit him with something like this. This is going to take 100 years. For it to iterate through this whole deck. Now, you'll be dead if I can summon something, or if I can just get a bunch of damage. Or I could maybe just hit you with one of those again. Fair enough. Melter's kind of tempting, but it doesn't help us against the boss. So we never want anything to be cheaper. We always want it to just do more now. I mean, Nova could get real strong. Bias Cognition. It's kind of like a... Bias Cognition doesn't matter that much anymore. Is it time? No, definitely Amplify, dude. That card gets twice as good. Well, if you can enable it, at least. Alright. Here's where things might start to get a little real. It's not that bad. Definitely you Mind Blast him. You might have waited on that a little, but I think you want to Storm? You should Seek real quick. Maybe take an Amplify and an Aggregate. Aggregate was only 1, which is awesome. Then you play Amplify. On top of that Amplify, toss in a little Creative AI, and then a little Machine Learning, because you can. Give me a Boot Sequence so you take no damage, and that's the end of our turn. That's alright. We got a lot of powers out there. Echo Form, unfortunately, is quite expensive here, but... Alright, we got 8 energy. What do you want to do? Rip and Tear for free. Play Echo Form. Play Defrag. Play Buffer. I mean, you're kind of seeing how it goes here. Machine Learning or Prime? Let's play Prime. Just going to give us draw. Play Creative AI, which is going to be amazing for us in the future. And then Rainbow is going to deal a bunch of damage. Remember, every draw is a chance to draw a 0 energy card like that. We're off to the races. And being weak is like hardly relevant. I have no idea what's going to happen when Echo Form gets played twice. When we already have an existing Echo Form, but it sounds like fun. So, again, get used to your hand being full, I think is another thing I'd suggest here. Couldn't... Oh, we can put it back. That, another Mind Blast for 1. That's an all-time classic. Alright, we got, like, effects stacked off the screen. There's no conceivable way you could, like, literally do anything to stop us at this point. Like, just in terms of the channeling of the orbs, you're so done. Oddly Smooth Stone. It does help. You know what I'm worried about here at this point. You know, in case you don't, what I'm worried about is the idea that we're going to play so many powers, the Awakened one is just going to destroy us. Courier's not exactly helpful. Because our HP is going to be really, really low when we get down there, but we'll see. Mind Blast for 32, so we'll dump on you. There's some expensive stuff here. We do have to play Boot Sequence, I think, or we would like to. I don't really want to do 32 damage and lose all focus. I think we'll Defrag, Nova. The Hyper Beam is very tempting, but you know he's going to do some attacks next turn. I'm willing to let this ride. I think we're not in a bad spot. Okay, so we're up to 9. Probably play Machine Learning. Ball Lightning the guy doing damage. This guy's got 9 HP left. That's fine. He's probably dead. I think we should play this. And then Meteor Strike. Yeah, we should Meteor Strike the enemy at the back, even though it's insane overkill. We could have played Leap after. So we should have Meteor Strike the guy at the front. But now we start with way more energy per turn. And more slots. The slots might not even necessarily be good, but You know, we're going to hit you with a Prime. Just thinking, like, why not get a recursion for some extra energy? Thunderstrike is going to be disgusting. Get a little creative AI. Basically, I'm just going to hit you with the rebound, ball lightning, because I can. Now you're dealing 22. I would prefer if you didn't. You're so dead. Yeah, I mean, I think you're literally already dead, but on top of this, being able to throw in a Thunderstrike after for 84 damage, and then we have 6 energy left in hand, it's pretty ridiculous. I think we do want double energy. Double energy being 0 normally means that it sucks that it's going to cost more than 0 most of the time. Multicast is not... Like, X cards, I think, are not worth as much anymore, unless they're Tempest. That being said, all we need is like 2 energy for double energy to be playable most of the time, depending on how much energy it costs in the first place. So give me boot sequence, give me storm. You gotta go, so give me ball lightning, a little mind blast on your buddy back here. Give me a quick little machine learning if you don't mind. We're already taking no damage, but I'll hit you with one of those and throw a little evocation out there. And we're well on our way to a conceivable victory. I almost feel like you play, like, recursion, buffer. And now you're safe for a bit. You know, you could take a hit without it being a big problem. None of them are attacking this turn, so you just be careful what you wish for here. Well, I mean, ideally, you would put up a little block. We literally have no block. We just have reinforced body. Okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a reinforced body for way too much energy, and I'm just going to let the passive do damage to you as it did right there. Let's give a quick Amplify Static Discharge, which is going to put a lot of damage out there. Again, double energy, already worth it, so let's use that. Prime gets played twice. And then this guy's like super dead, and that reinforced body play may have seemed a little boneheaded, but you know, here we are. I think Scrape with Snecko Eye could be great for us. So you know what's scary is that, like, what a lot of this run actually comes down to is going to be how good our draw is against the boss. If the draw is amazing, we're so unbelievably set that it's just hilarious, I think, you know? If the draw is terrible, I think we find ourselves in a genuinely terrible position. I have no block. Oh no, I have 15 block. We're only going to take 10 maximum here. That's not bad. Actually, we're going to take 0. Got a little lucky there. I mean, we haven't taken damage on this floor. That's a good sign. It's something that doesn't normally happen. Aggregate is literally exactly worth playing. So we're going to play maybe Prime. Going to play Capacitor. We're going to play Nova for only 15. But this guy, we only need to do 19 damage to him on the next turn to take him out. And that seems like it's almost impossible to do less than 19 damage to him. Okay. Why not? Add more powers to the deck. Make your life harder. 38. That's really bad. We're going to upgrade Seek. Hope it shows up at the right time. Why is 38 really bad, or 37? Because this guy could kill us in one hit if things go wrong. So, first things first. You have to play Storm. And then you have to play... I mean, Defrag is not bad. I think you play Machine Learning real quick. You know you're going to play Mind Blast. But here's what you do. You Mind Blast. All for one. Mind Blast. Ball Lightning. And these guys are all living on the edge now. We're not going to perfect this boss. Please don't make me regret that. We're not going to perfect this boss. Dang it. But But it's a good start. Alright, so he's dealing a bunch of damage. I'd prefer if you didn't do that. Creative AI has to be played. We need to make sure we have some defense here, though. Because this guy's only going to get stronger. You need to play Bias Cognition because you're already in lethal range. No, you're not quite in lethal range. Okay, so you're gonna Seek, and you're gonna grab Aggregate. You're gonna grab Double Energy, Aggregate Plus, and I think like Reinforced Body. 5 energy, 10 energy. Okay, now you're gonna hit him with everything you got and use this. Ideally 4. So if we can save 4 energy, I'll be a happy man. And now it really does need to be 4 energy, but... I think we could play 3 and be happy. We already have 10 blocks, so we're going to get 3 out of this. Yeah, 44 block. And we have so much energy on the next turn. What you're looking for on the next turn is just Tempest. Well, it's not so much energy, I guess, in hindsight. We're taking no damage unless we play powers, which we're absolutely going to do. So we might be taking a little damage. These are all paying for themselves right now, which is kind of incredible. With Ball Lightning. Definitely we'll play a Leap, because we can. I think we should Fission. And then I was just going to say, hope for some channels coming back. Are you seeing this? I'm feeling like real smart as a result of that. We could still be killed in 1 hit. And it could happen as early as right now. So Buffer is, you have to play. And that protects us for 2 turns. So what do you do after that? What do you think you do after that? We might still be able to kill him on this turn. I want to leave that out there as well. Thunderstrike 7, that's like 136 damage. How can you not, right? I could have rebooted and then, you know, maybe we can get some kind of wombo combo going there, but... This guy, I think, is totally dead. This is a very, very fun daily. I'm glad I did it. Feeling stronger is the defect. But maybe foolishly. Again, we're not going to die. We're not going to die, but only because of luck. This guy's going to die to lightning. This would only protect us from 17 of the 51 damage, which you'll notice if you do 51 minus 17, you're going to notice a little bit of magic about this number. That would have been very bad. Either way, 826 damage, very low scoring daily, tends to happen on Narrow Path or whatever the heck the daily is called, and the daily's already rolled over, so I'll be back in a minute to try this one out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.